Hi, it's Mrs. Barnett coming at you from Quarantine 2020. Alright, so today we're going to learn about inscribed angles. We're continuing with circles. So first we are going to be able to use inscribed angles to solve problems. So first, what is an inscribed angle? It's an angle who has a vertex on the circle and the sides are chords of the circle. Chords. So if we have, this is going to be the vertex, and then these are the sides. The inscribed angle, let's see if I can insert a line. Boom. And again. Alright, so that would be an inscribed angle. Inscribed angle right there. And then the intercepted arc is the arc that has endpoints on the sides of an inscribed angle and lies on the interior of the inscribed angle. So it has endpoints on the sides of an and lies on the interior of an inscribed. So your arc, this would be your intercepted arc right there. Alright, so now that we've got the vocab down, let's talk about our theorems. So an inscribed angle theorem. If an angle is inscribed in the circle, then the measures of the angle equals 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc. So the measure of angle 1 is going to be equal to 1/2 the measure of arc AB. Or, other way around, the measure of arc AB is going to be equal to double the measure of angle 1. So that's how we're going to think. 1/2 and double. 1/2 and double. So let's think about it. The measure of angle P is right here. We're asking ourselves, what's this angle right here? But I know, do you see, this is the intercepted angle. MPN is the angle, and it intercepts this arc here. If I know that arc is 70 degrees, then the measure of angle P is going to be half of MN. So the measure of angle P is going to be half the measure of arc MN. And if I know the measure of arc MN is 70 degrees, I'm just going to figure out what half of 70 is. So the measure of angle P is going to be 35 degrees. And it works both ways. So if I know that this is 56 degrees, let's use a different color now. It's saying that this angle right here is 56 degrees and it intercepts this arc right here, PO. That's what it's asking us for. We know that the measure of arc PO is going to be double angle N. Double the measure of angle N. So the measure of arc PO, that's an arc, is going to equal 2 times whatever the measure of angle N is. And in this case, it's 56. So I just have to double 56. So the measure of arc PO is 2 times 56, which is 112. All right, let's do some more. Yes, go to the bathroom. Shh. Go, Clara. Okay, other way around. Try these, pause it, try these with this circle right here. I'm going to find the measure of CF. So, CF is right here. First, I'm going to look for the angle that is that is tied to that. It's 40 degrees. So the measure of arc CF is going to be double an angle, and in this case, it's going to be angle D. So the measure of arc CF is equal to 2 times whatever angle D is, which is 40. So that the measure of arc CF is 80. Done. All right, let's try the measure of angle C. And the measure of angle C is right here. And we want to know what that measure is. We have to look carefully. The intercepted arc is going to be this arc right here, which is 98 degrees. That corresponds to this inscribed angle. So the measure of angle C is going to be half of arc DE, the measure of arc DE. So the measure of angle C is going to be half of whatever the measure of DE is, and in this case it's 98. So what is half of 98? It is 49. 49 degrees. Okay, lastly on this one, it says find the measure of FE. So we already figured that CF was 80 degrees, and we want to know what the measure of CFE is, this angle arc right here. Remember, all of these arcs should add up to 90 degrees. So if I know that, so if I've got 94 plus 98 plus 80, whatever that total is, I can subtract it from 360. So 94 plus 98 plus 80 is 272. So FE is just going to be what's left over. So 360 minus 272 is going to be the measure of FE. Sorry. So 360 minus 272 is 88. 88. So the measure of FE is going to be 88 degrees. All right, one last little thing. So if two inscribed angles of a circle intercept the same arc or congruent arcs, then the angles are going to be congruent. So for in this example, so angle B and angle C both intercept arc AD. Both intersect arc AD. So angle B is going to be congruent to angle C. So since they're both intercepting the same arc, they've got the red angle and the blue angle, and they're both intercepting this arc right here, those two angles are going to be congruent. So let's figure it out. So first let's find the measure of angle A. Angle A is going to be half the measure of this arc right here. So it's going to be half of 76. So angle A is going to be 38 degrees. So, and since angle A and angle B both intercept the same arc, these two angles are going to be congruent. Angle A is going to be congruent to angle B. So angle B is also 38 degrees. All right, try these two on your own. We're just going to say, try these two on your own, see what you get. Let's make sure you say, it says find the measure of angle T, so you've got to plug it back in at the end. So, first, angle T and angle U are both intersecting SV, so I know that they're equal to each other. So I can just say 3x minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 15, and that's because angle T is going to be equal to angle U because of that theorem that we just went over. So now I'm just solving. Subtract 2x from both sides, and I get x. I add 5 to both sides, and I get 20. So x is equal to 20, but that's not what it's asking for. It's asking for angle T. So I'm plugging it back in. 3 times 20 minus 5, that's 60 minus 5, that's 55. So the measure of angle T is equal to 55 degrees. All right, it's the same picture, but we're given different angles this time. It says The measure of angle S, this angle right here, is 3x. And the measure of angle V, this angle right here, is x plus 16. Find the measure of angle S. So same thing, they're intercepting the same arc, this arc TU. So angle S is going to be equal to angle V. So I'm just substituting that stuff in. 3x is equal to x plus 16. Subtract x from both sides, I get 2x, and then divide by 2, x is equal to 8. There we go. Oh, that's not what it wants. It wants the measure of angle S. The measure of angle S is 3 times x, which is 3 times 8, which is 24. So 24 degrees is that answer. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope you're enjoying circles as much as I am. Make sure you get all your work done. Appreciate you watching through. Thanks. Bye.